Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy OCZ Savage. Today we're jumping back into some more deck tutorials. We're going to be doing some nightmare decks today. And actually what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of uploads, we're going to be doing 3 good decks on nightmare for each cleaner. So today we're going to be doing mom. Make sure down in the comments you guys let me know what kind of decks you guys would like me to build. So like shotgun, AR, SMG, whatever it is that you like. And I make sure I put that deck together for you, or a good one that I think would work for nightmare. So in this first deck we're going to be doing resistance on mom, and I think this is a really solid build only because on nightmare you'll take a lot more damage, but you'll also be able to stay alive longer because the zombies, they don't hit as hard as no hope. So as long as you have a little bit of resistance, some decent healing, you should be able to stay alive in the fights and, on the maps for longer. So this is what we got going. We got the down in front scarred tissue. Now, most of the builds I'm going to show, they're all going to have down in front because on nightmare, people are a little bit reckless with the shots. So you want to make sure you have that card or you might get shot in the back. We're going to be rocking that fit as a fizzle and also well rested. Now this is like the tanky variation of it, I guess you can say. If you do want to add in some other variations, we could take off those last 2 cards, defensive maneuvers and vitamins, and we can add more speed. If you want to move around faster, you can do that type of thing. Or too, what you can do is take off the speed and you can add in more healing, so in that way you can stay alive for longer. Now, one thing I do want to add in too, if you are going to go with the healing type of variation, I would just suggest moving the healing cards up in the deck, so higher up, so that way you could take advantage of them a little bit earlier on in the game. Because on nightmare what happens is, you rarely really see like, a full deck have 15 cards. I would say like those first 8, 9, 10 cards, those are like your bread and butter. So if those cards are super good, super fire on nightmare, then 9 times out of 10 you're probably good right there. The last like 3-4 cards really don't matter as much, but if you do make it to that point, it'll pretty much solidify the deck. So now on this next build, and this is one of my favorite builds easily for mom, this is going to be a temp health U speed build. So you'll pretty much be rocking with the Molotovs, the temporary health, and pyro. And pyro, is literally fun on anybody, but super duper fun on mom. You'll be able to abuse Molotovs, you'll be able to abuse all fire, and it's really fun too because when there's like there's these exploding barrels, these red ones, you shoot these anywhere with pyro, like everything over there is dead. It's blocking off that path, like it's just GG. So another really good thing about it too, like let's say a horde timer's incoming, somebody triggered a sleeper, a car alarm, which is super duper common on nightmare. All you gotta do is back yourself into a corner, get yourself in a house where nothing can come behind you, throw that Molotov, and you're chilling. Now what we're also gonna do is stack this with Magician's Apprentice and also Pinata. So Magician's Apprentice, we'll be able to use Molotovs, we'll have a chance at that reuse. And then with the Pinata, any ridden that you kill with the pyro, the fire, the accessories, they'll have a chance of dropping more accessories. So super duper fun build. This is also a really good build for like Hoffman or Hang, which of course we're gonna do some deck builds for them too. So we got the down in front, we got the run like hell, got the pyro. Now one thing I would suggest too, what you could do is move the pyro up to number 2 instead of number 3, because on the very first map you don't really need as much speed. So I would just suggest moving that pyro up. Everything else I feel like is really solid. Having that U speed at the end is really good for doing like bad seeds, doing like the library, doing like the bookstore, whatever you want to call it, doing the church. It's really good for having that U speed to do like the tiles and whatnot. So I would definitely go out and try that build. Super duper fun, really easy in nightmare. I feel like super easy. Now this last and final build, we're going to be going with the healer deck on mom, and this build's going to be really good for like temp health as well. So we're going to have a bunch of pain pills, We're going to be doing temp health. We're going to have pumped up. And I also think like these temp health heal builds are really good on mom now too. Because whenever people go down, you actually get temporary health for that. And then of course like the temporary health decay too. So mom is probably right now the GOAT for temporary health. If you're going to do anything, you know, like pumped up, pain pills, anything that is pretty much involved with temporary health, I would run with mom because she's super nice. One thing I do want to add in though with this deck, I didn't have EMT bag on at the time of this recording, I should say. So that is one card I would say take from this deck, well, add into this deck I should say, because whenever you do these pain pills, you want to be able to hit somebody with the pain pill and their whole bar becomes temporary health. So as you can see, I hit that doc with the pain pill, his whole bar didn't come back, and that's because I didn't have EMT bag on. So I would say maybe for this one, just take out like, I would say probably take out multi-tool and throw in EMT bag, and then just move EMT bag up into the deck so it's in your top 10 cards. And then I think you're chilling because we'll have the Inspiring Sacrifice, we got Fanny Pack, we got the Experience EMT, we got Pull Tease. So adding in that EMT bag, that's going to add that extra heal buff that'll pretty much make you look good. So I think you guys will really like this build. Well, these builds, I should say, all three of them. Make sure you guys go out and try them. Also, too, leave a like on the video so we could reach more Back for Blooders. And also down in the comments, let me know what kind of build you guys want to see for Nightmare. I'll make sure I come up with a build for you guys because I'm sure somebody else is probably thinking the same thing. So also, too, we're still on that road to 1,000 subs. I appreciate everybody who's been subbing and liking the videos. It means a whole lot. You know, we've been moving up, growing. So I'll make sure I keep the videos coming for you guys. Make sure you hit that sub button. And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in, and I'll see you on that next one. Peace.